Good evening, and welcome to the Heikadelic Show. We would like to take this moment to let you know that viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised. So sit back, have yourself a nice cool drink or hot drink, and enjoy the show. And welcome once again to the Heikadelic Show. So yeah, those Halloween haunt guys are really something, aren't they? I like the video, and they're kind of scary. But I hope to see them again, maybe live next time. But I am going to check out their socials and look them up on Facebook for sure. And I'm going to like them because I like them. See you next time.
Hi there, my name's Mr. Wiggleton, and I'm actually the producer and janitor here at the Heikadelic Show. But anyhow, I think it's good, but it really it's pretty late show, so I don't even watch it myself, so I have no idea what it's about. But that Heiko guy, he's pretty smart. He is pretty smart. He doesn't pay me well, but he's pretty smart. Oh gosh, and shit on a stick, Johnny Ringo. When are you getting back on stage? The COVID thing is over, right? Well, it's not, but things are safe to go out, right? I haven't even gone out, but I want to get out and see Johnny Ringo live in the clubs. Or the big stage, yeah.
Hello.
Oh, look at this.
Wow.
How's
everybody?
Sorry, it's just sending out invites, eh? Well, sorry, can't see who's on my list. But, hey, how's it going, guys?
Excellent.
Good.
Excellent.
And I want to say hi to the guests that were already on.
Oh, look
Where-
at that.
Where's
Sandra?
Melanie? She's usually first,
Whoa.
but she didn't make it this time.
No.
Yeah,
Sandra's the first one in.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sandra. Then we have
And
Deborah.
then, Deborah.
Speaking of Deborah, just because we have Deborah on, so tonight we're going to be talking to some pretty much Deb's family. We're going to have a couple on from the Bannock Shack. We're going to have
Nice.
Joel on. Yeah, we got. Holy, look at this! Whoa!
Yeah.
From Sunderland, Mr. Ryan from those guys. All right,
Nice.
hey Ryan, how's it going, buddy? The magic of Facebook. Holy
Yeah. Awesome.
James Boone. Well, that's Joe's little feller.
So
My
I think it's time you set us off on the right foot there, Georgie.
It's my vocation, of course. Hang on. Oh, wrong one. Where are we?
Here's the sound. Cheers.
All together now.
Yeah. 2 bananas, 3 bananas. I can actually picture them in my head bombing around with their little Argos.
So what's the no Motley Crue thing? Is that because Derek, you were trying to look like Machine Gun Kelly?
Machine Gun Kelly. What do you mean I'm trying to look like Machine Gun Kelly?
Machine Gun Kelly when he played
Tommy Lee?
Yeah, Tommy Lee, and
Yeah.
he had that do going on where it was kind of long, and I actually had a haircut similar to that.
Nice. Yeah, he looked like someone else last week.
Yeah, he's changing it.
Wow, this dude, it's just all in how my hair goes.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't
Never know
rely
what's
on
gonna
the
happen
witness
with my hair.
protection
I don't even know what's
program
gonna
on
happen
its
with my
own.
hair.
So you're one of those
Well, I
guys,
got
you have a shower, then you go for a drive and stick your head out the window, and whatever happens, happens?
I think it's just all in how I dry it. I've got really, really fine hair. So my hair doesn't, whatever I do to my hair, I have to do it, or I just let it do what it does naturally, which that is pretty much naturally, right? It just likes to go that way. And I have a cowlick at the back. So if I cut it too short down here, you get the cowlick. And because of the length of my hair, it always sticks up there a little bit. So what can you say?
So I think Melanie wasn't on first because she's actually in our green room tonight, right?
Oh, she's already here. Okay. Well, hey Mel, just hang on for a little bit, and we'll get to you in a little bit.
We'll do our stuff and then we'll bring you in.
Yeah. Just so you know, we're not being rude, Mel, and we do know you're there.
So everyone be nice. Don't talk bad about her because she can hear everything you say.
Oh, yeah. My goodness.
And
well, hey, I think
so we're gonna have from the Bannock Shack, Mel and Joe on, and they're pretty much the ones who run it. They organize it.
I'm anxious to hear more because
good evening, Matthew.
There, Ringo. So yeah, and also to any of my friends out there, if you're listening, this is who you contact if you can find out how to contact them to get onto the Bannock Shack. Their roster.
The roster.
Yeah. Sorry, Ringo, we lost you. What were you saying?
I saw that. I thought it was you guys. No, I was saying, like it might be a good opportunity when MCM gets its butt up again. Maybe we can try it out.
Yeah.
Future events or something, right?
I've got a knock at the door.
Okay.
And
who's that?
Now I have a Rottweiler.
There's a knock at the door.
There was a knock at the door.
Well,
you
put
put
a
shirt on that.
Let's see who's behind the door.
On, buddy.
All right.
So, is that a jokester?
Well, yeah, it's Dawson in the knock jokes.
Yeah. Okay.
All
right.
Okay. All right.
So, knock.
Who's there?
Little old lady.
Little old lady who?
I didn't know that you could yodel.
All right. Okay. All right.
Nice one.
See you next week.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I thought there was supposed to be a two-part.
Hey, folks, it's time for George's backside, my favorite part of the show. So sit back and have a look at his backside. And you can catch George out in the clubs, DJing, that's right, flipping those discs, and whatever else he does. But, hey, right now, I just want you to focus on his backside and come up with some answers.
Next time.
Taking the risks with
Whoa!
All right. And here it is.
Wow.
All right, hang on. Let me give you it.
Whoa, hey!
Also, that's what you look like. Okay.
So is he got like?
I'm not even paying
holding.
attention here.
Is he holding something in front of his face, or is that like a giant play button?
No,
George, it's Prism, isn't it?
Okay, so I'm gonna say just by the outfit being so baggy and with the shoulders, it's 80s.
Yes, actually, to be absolutely precise, it's 1979, but 80s. Yeah, I would say. 80s.
Okay. That is the singer.
That's the singer.
Is this an artist or a group?
It's an artist.
It's an artist.
Yeah.
Artist. Wait, were they in a group before they were an artist?
Yeah, kind of, but don't worry about that. Just concentrate on the artist.
Okay, just concentrate on the artist.
Wow.
So, which album would this be?
I think this was his first album as himself.
So it's
first album as himself, 1979, 1980. Somebody who became.
I think it was really late 1979 because the tracks on.
So is that North American or from the UK?
From Blighty, good old Blighty. He's from the UK.
Okay, so wait a second. This as themselves. Is this somebody who had a persona before this, or were they a band?
It was a band, but it was basically still him. But it didn't go out under his own name. It had a
Rod
name.
Stewart, Sandra's
Well, that's.
saying.
I'm thinking more of like a Ziggy Stardust type of thing.
A bit after Ziggy Stardust. But who said Rod Stewart?
Sandra.
Oh, sorry, Sandra. Hate doing that. No, I love it.
I know you love it.
After Bowie.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not Bowie.
Bowie.
It's not.
I'm trying to think. It's somebody who's fairly flamboyant, right?
You're kind of getting warm with Bowie.
Kind of getting what? Is it Mick Jagger?
Is it Mick Jagger?
Oh, George Michaels again. Is it?
Before his 79, didn't he?
Yeah.
George Michaels again?
George Michael.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, don't wear that button out, George. Or
Or
That looks
right. Let's find another one. It's not Morrissey.
79. It's not Iggy Pop, is it?
Is it Iggy Pop? No, Iggy Pop's
No,
not
Iggy
British.
Pop's way before that.
Concentrate, Derek.
John Waite.
Oh,
John Waite. We had John Waite for last week, wasn't it? No.
okay. We got to ask some more questions here.
Mm-hmm.
How popular is this person?
Yeah, he had some big hits. Yeah, certainly in the UK, and I think he actually travelled to the over here, North American continent. Kind of more new wave-ish than Bowie.
Okay. More new wave-ish. It's not Howard Johnson or Hojo.
No, I know what you mean, but no.
Howard Jones.
Howard Jones? No,
that's who I think Hojo is.
Yeah, Howard Jones thinks can only get better and all that, right?
You know what I think I do.
It's slightly before, just slightly. Oh no, it's probably around the same time. Yeah.
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 Huh.
David Byrne. No, David Byrne is not from the UK.
Wow.
Damn.
Physically, it looks.
And it is just their name. It's not their name and
no. This is just blah,
them.
Blah. Just blah blah.
I have the voice of a drummer, Keisha.
Gowan.
No. Gowan is not British.
Sandra, Gowan played in Peterborough yesterday.
I was going to say he's from somewhere like that, isn't he? Isn't he from like Peterborough or?
Yeah, he's from around here somewhere. Yeah.
Gowan actually played on Saturday night. Did a free concert in Peterborough.
Right.
Did he play
Lawrence?
Did he play by himself, or was he a part of Styx? Like, because he does that as well.
No, it was just himself. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing him at Wayne Gretzky's one New Year's Eve when I was DJing that in the bar.
So Derek's
the voice of an angel.
Keisha's saying. Oh, okay.
Well, he was singing a few minutes ago, and Derek said, "No,
so are they still playing today?"
I think so. Yeah, I think he's still playing. I think if back in the day, I wasn't here then in 1980 other than as a tourist, but CFNY would surely have had this guy on their station,
on their playlist.
Yeah, I would think so.
1980.
I'm being kind this week. I'm kind of being very kind of giving you clues.
Hey, Paul Newman. Wait a second. Or not? What's the guy who? Not Paul Newman.
No, he's an actor.
Yeah. So, oh my God, he's like the goth king.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it? No, you said it's more new wave, so not goth is new wave-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, you're thinking of Gary Newman.
Gary Newman, yes, that's what. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was going to say Gary Newman as well. So
yeah, me too.
Hey, look at this. Oh, wait a second. What? Well, I think I beat Sandra because Sandra's in here at 9:48. So I think I said it before 9:48. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah. Oh, I don't
You
know.
got Nick Cave
Oh, okay.
too by Ryan.
Nick Cave and the Seas. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I think you and Sandra should get half a point each for that one.
That's right. Yeah. You're gonna have to
Well,
split the
Sandra,
point.
you get to share a bag of Richards.
There you go.
Nice. Live on the air, right here on the Heikadelic Show.
You want to know something? I'm actually gonna go back and watch the playback on that, like when the show's done.
Okay.
Because people, in case you don't know, you can watch the show after. Just go on to the Heikadelic Show and you can watch any show you want that we've posted because they're on there.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna go back and see who did it first.
Yeah.
I
don't have
Peter-
that info in front of me, so I can't do
But
that.
you want to know what I think it was when I was saying whatever Newman? I think she probably thought of it then because
you think she jumped
Ah.
the gun on you? Okay.
Yeah,
know what?
yeah. I think it's because I said the wrong Newman, and then she might have.
Okay.
That was going to be my excuse, no matter what, even if
Okay.
I win or if I lose. But
Yeah. Nice.
But it was the wrong spelling of Newman.
yeah, there we go.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on,
you
hang
spelled
on.
Newman wrong.
So we have to
Like,
go.
really?
What do they call that when you go backwards and figure out who actually got the point? Anyway,
You call it research.
yeah, what's the name for it? Count back. We go count back when you see who.
George,
back.
what
Yeah,
we
yeah.
ought to do is, do you remember back in the old days when Heiko and I had that that little
Little
Q&A
contest.
yeah, and you were keeping like weekly score of it.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start doing that with our audience.
Oh, we should.
We
Yeah.
can get them on a board, and
Yeah.
that's incentive for them to come onto the show to make sure that they stay at the top of the leaderboard.
Absolutely. Yeah. We should start
Hook
doing
them
that.
in, hook them in.
Well,
Absolutely.
it would be cool if more of them would guess, because then we could do that, because we do a lot of the guessing. It'd be nice to hear from them as well. Put them
No,
out there, and
I think we jump into the guessing because
Well-
I think Sandra or somebody was saying, "Hey, when do I get to guess? Just let me
See?
know." When I
That's
there
right.
you go.
we
There
wanted
you
to
go.
taking over our own show. That
Hey, speaking of guests, we have some guests in the guest room or the green room. That
Do we? How'd we
do.
get them?
Well,
How'd they get there?
Because they were watching the show and I invited them on.
They actually like our show.
Well, they do, and they're kind of
that's
like
it.
they're kind of friends. So
Hmm.
we
Hey,
we're
talking
gonna
about
have
stuff
them on
like
the show.
Just before we bring our guests on,
Yeah.
do you remember this, guys?
Yep, there you go.
yeah,
The more or
15,
less.
18.
wow, that's quite a list there.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
Oh, the more or less, right.
We used to do more or
So
less.
who is winning more or less?
I think we ought to get back to that actually.
Yeah.
We're pretty close, I think, just a couple points apart.
1815. Yeah. It was. I don't know who it was. I have to look into this. It was one of yous. So,
Wow.
but then we have to involve Derek too, right? So we'll do
Yep.
do a kind of a spin on it where all three can have a guess at something and total them up that way.
Yeah.
All right, sounds
Right.
good.
Okay, I'll work on it.
All right.
Leave it with me.
Well,
So let's
All right.
bring our guests in. They've been waiting patiently.
okay. Well, there's Mel. Hey, Mel, if you're on a phone, can you turn that sideways?
There you go.
That's better. There we go. All right. And this is Joe. Hey, guys.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Sandra's comment. I like Sandra's comment.
Yeah, nice job, Sandra.
Yeah, don't sugarcoat it, Sandra. Tell it like it is. Yeah.
Nice having you guys on the show. This is great.
Well, hey, guys, how are you?
You're
So,
welcome.
this is Mel and Joe. They are from the Bannock Shack Bash, which is a great party. It's in Roblin, Ontario, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want
Where's
to say
that?
right. No,
I never heard of that.
it's by Napanee.
Yeah, just outside of Napanee, in between Napanee and Belleville and Kingston, and
Is it right along the highway as well,
Straight
or is it a
north.
little bit north or south of the highway?
we're just north of the 401,
Okay,
off of Deserano Road.
all right.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about this. This sounds really exciting.
Well, did you want to start, hon?
Yeah, I can start. We started this almost 10 years ago.
It started out as we just wanted to have something cool to do in the backyard. So we dragged a couple of trailers together, made a quick stage, had a couple of bands in. We had so much fun that we thought we'd try to do it once a year.
Nice.
It just kind of had its up and downs, but now it's to the point where we're actually getting good guests coming in, great bands. And yeah, it just keeps growing and growing every year. And
It does. I've been to 3 now, and each year it gets better. It feels like home. You know what I mean? It's a great place.
yeah, well, House of Haunt's been excellent with us right from the beginning. And we'd literally tell anyone the House of Haunt is our house band. If we have a party, it's usually one of the first bands we get in contact with.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that.
So you have like a field or like a farm property. You have some acreage there where people can set up and watch and tent and everything. Like, how's it work?
Basically, I put a stage in the one corner. We built a little canteen for the wife so she can do all the food preparations and everything. Got her own little canteen.
Wow.
Yeah, so you get what
So
can
she
you get?
takes care of all the food.
Hamburgers and
Yeah, all the good stuff Mo takes care of, and then I just take care of the stage and the sound, lights, and all that good stuff.
So what's on the menu this year, Mel?
Lots of good stuff. We're gonna do a raffle for a picture of it's a collage of actually past pictures from past bashes. So we actually have House of Haunt's very first appearance here in there. So way back in 2014.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how many bands are you planning having on this year?
There's 21 bands this year.
Wow.
Yeah. I have quite a good list here happening for Friday,
that's amazing.
Saturday, and Sunday.
Wow.
So it's 3 days of bands with 21 bands.
Yes. Friday is usually, less bands on Friday, and then Saturday is usually the big night with a few more bands, and then Sunday we have almost as many bands as Saturday. I think we have a bit as many as bands as Saturday, but it's Saturday and Sunday is usually the big night, and then Monday morning it's pack up and go home, and dust off and rest up for the next year.
That's very, very cool.
So what's it called again? The whole thing.
We call it the Bannock Shack Field Bash.
Okay, and is there like a Facebook page so people can go and check it out?
Yes, we have a Facebook group page actually. So all the bands and anyone who's been here or wants to come here joins, and all our information is on there, and all our official posters and all that.
Right.
Nice.
Are we still live?
Yeah, Deborah says hi to the two of you.
Yeah, you were frozen there for a second, George.
Was that me? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll turn the AC down then. Okay.
So Joe,
it's all the lights.
I'm sure now it's 8 years, I guess you've been doing this. This will be the 9th year. You working sound and with all the bands. I'm sure you've had some problems. So you got any funny problems or some crazy crap that's happened?
Every year there's a problem, and for some reason we get the House of Haunt on there, and that's usually when something goes. We'll lose all power, black completely out. Everyone starts freaking, and then about 5 minutes, everything's back up to normal, and people don't even realize we had a problem.
Nice.
Yeah, usually it's just the generator ran out of gas.
Last year it was rain.
Yes, rain kept.
We had rain, and the rain started getting into the the plugs and everything, right?
Oh no!
So we ended up cutting half the lights and everything, but people started bringing their tents and stuff, the open tents that you party. They were bringing them up and watching the music under them, and obviously you got the people who are running around and having fun in the rain. But
yeah,
man, it was great time.
Oh yeah,
it was the year before. Wait a second, I forget now. No, I think that was last year.
No, I think that was last year.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's great.
So, what's the craziest or most memorable thing you remember from all those years you've done this? The one thing that is in your head and you laugh every time you think of it.
I'll let you go first, hon.
Oh goodness, there's so many.
Pick a good one.
Goodness. I guess it would be the second year House of Haunt was there. Matt Fang and Skull were talking with Deb and I up at the canteen, and that was the year we had white Bannock Shack Bash hats. And
Okay.
only Deb and I had them, and they felt they must have to have our hats. So we were dehatted, but they wear them every year to the party. So
Oh,
I
wow, they
still
actually
laugh at
attacked
that.
you and took your hats off?
Yeah. So they have the original Bannock Shack Bash hats.
Nice. Well,
Oh.
at least they come back and wear them every year, right?
Oh yes, they wear them every year.
Here's
Wow.
Richard. I don't know if you guys have seen on Facebook, but there's a big wood carve. Well, it's not a carving even. It's a cutout. It's all put together in pieces and everything, right? It's almost like a puzzle put together. But it's our logo. It's the hand, right, with House of Haunt. And
Oh, yeah?
dude, it's the 3D version of our logo made out of wood.
Oh, that sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, Joe's mom made that for us to have
Wow.
at the party. She made 3 of them for us. House of Haunt one, one for the patron saint of plagues, and one for Dan Freight Train Trevates.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got 3 of those. And
Cool.
yeah,
So
we
what's
always
this
make
mean at the bottom of the screen here? Richard says, "Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad." Does that relate to you guys? Like, what's that mean?
Yeah. Oh, he's downstairs, so he's quiet and not in the background. So he's watching downstairs.
Oh, that's funny.
Hi, Richie.
Matt, yes. Neil was selling hats. I actually have one. It's probably out there. But yeah, Neil was selling hats this year. I know. I don't know if you sold them before.
Uh-huh.
Couple years.
Yeah, we do have maroon hats that say the Bannock Shack on it, and we sell those every year at the merch tent. Yeah.
So where did you come up with the name? I know what Bannock Shack is. Maybe some other people don't, but so how did you come up with the name Bannock Shack, anyways?
That's from Neil and Deb. Actually, they used to run 2 food booths at music fest called Igstock that ran up by Denby for 25 plus years.
Yep.
And they carried on the name and kept it, and we were the Bannock Shack on the Belleville Farmers Market. And we just wanted to keep with the name because they started at a music fest, so we thought, well, we'll just name our music fest the Bannock Shack.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Yeah,
So a nice little tribute.
Yeah, tribute to the roots of Igstock.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's cool. I've heard about other things like this too, where people just have started small. They get a couple of bands together, get some friends together, and then you chat about it afterwards, and they're like, you talk to other people, they're, where did you go? What was that?
Yeah.
And they start doing it. That's actually how that motorcycle thing started. Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Port Dover.
Down in Dover, there's a guy that had a gas station, and he invited his buddies together, had motorcycles, and they went for a ride. And when they came back, they had a barbecue, and they said, this was so much fun. Love this, blah, blah, blah. And same thing. They said, well, let's do it every Friday the 13th instead of every once a year. They did it like that. And look at it now. Instead of a group of 14 people, it's like 65,000 people show up in this little dinky town. So you guys got something that's probably going to keep growing. That's very, very cool.
Yeah, we're not gonna get too many. We don't want it too big. Like we figured
Right.
maybe, put a cap on it around 250, 300. But
Well, that's a lot of people in one
it
spot.
is, it
It is.
is, it is. Like we might even not let it get that big, but
Yeah.
to keep the intimacy of it, because we want it very much that family, everybody feel like family coming home for the
You don't want the
weekend.
problems
Right.
either, right?
Pardon?
No,
Quite
and then
like you
the
don't
more
want
people you get, you've got to have food, you've got to have toilets, you got to have,
Oh yeah,
there's
security.
everything grows.
yeah.
And some people are stupid, right? Some people, they do drugs or whatever at parties,
Yeah. Wow.
right?
Really?
And you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You don't want
No,
that. You don't want that somebody ODing on your property or something.
No.
No, we certainly wouldn't. We do ask for no hard drugs. We
Yeah.
are 420 friendly. It is BYOB. But we Joe's all first aid trained, and we have the AED machine, and we have first aid kit there. So if anything did happen, at least we're a little bit prepared.
Right.
And
People
yeah.
let them get sobered up, and then when they're back on their feet, ready to go, then we kick them the hell out and tell them never come back because we don't want that kind here.
Yeah.
No. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I see.
If you go home and don't come back.
What's Matt saying here about? Tell us about the boat.
Yeah. So what is the story about the boat? Okay, so I'm just gonna give a little story before here, anyways, so at the Bannock Shack, the stage is a fair sized stage. At the front of it, stage left, so people right, there's a speedboat. It's an old red speedboat at the stage, and it rocks, and you get smoke coming out of it and stuff. So what's the story with the speedboat?
Okay, so way back before we even started this, on weekends I used to do a lot of scrap metal and junk removal and stuff. Friend come up to me and said he had this boat on this property, it's being sold. If he don't get it moved, they're going to charge him a lot of money to get rid of it. So he told me it's worth it for him to pay it to me $100 just to get it out of there, and then whatever it costs to tip. So I told him, well, okay, I'll move it for $100, and then if I can figure out the tipping fee, I'll let you know then. And then sitting there staring at it long enough, I got thinking that boat backed up the same height as my stage. So instead of just throwing this nice looking boat in the garbage, we got this bright idea. If we put a deck into it, move it up to the stage and keep it from being able to flip, then we can use it as our walkout. And then from there, it worked so good that we thought, okay, well, it's good. Now we just got to make it better and all this and that. So over the years, we've had people actually try to tip it. I'm not sure if you were there, Derek, but one year, the first year, our fire was so big, it was the first time House of Haunt showed up. They did an interview, and we found out that the fire I had was so big, the little ambers were coming off the fire and landed on the stage and put a bunch of scars on Skull's drum kit.
Okay.
So
Oh no!
I called them up personally and said, listen, Sean, the whole story about what happened, that's my own stupidity. I will replace your drums for you. He's like, no, you're not. I said, well, it's the least they can do. He's like, no, those are battle scars. They're keeping on my drums. That's history. So, okay. So the next year they come by, after the show was all done, I do believe it was Matt, Sean, Steve, and I think Mega Wolf and Mike might have been part of it too. But they all got on this boat, and they tried their hardest. Their goal was to rock it and flip it over.
Yeah.
They were at it for over a half hour, and it still never flipped.
Awesome.
So had to rock the boat.
Wow.
One of the new sayings. So to make it better, I got this fog machine and trying to find the best spot on the stage to put it, and it dawned on me the motors in the back of this boat came out the back of it. So now I got this big ugly hole that shoots right inside the boat. I
Yeah.
put the smoke screen into it. All the smoke goes in, fills up the boat, and it all comes out of the deck of the boat. And so the first time I was trying it, the best thing, my cousin does the fire watch for our fire pits.
Yep.
So I kicked it on to see how well it was working. Once the smoke came up, I shut it off. Well, 2 seconds later, over comes my cousin with his big fire extinguisher. Boat's on fire. We got to put it out. said, no, you got
Nah.
I said, no, I got a smoke machine in there. Walked over and off. Thought it was the coolest thing ever.
That's
So now
hilarious.
Wow.
gotta be there.
So what's the boat sitting on? Like, does it rock? Like when people try to flip it? Like,
Yeah,
how does that work?
On either side of it, so it's a V hull with the dirt in
Yep.
the center, so it's all V'd in. So
Yep.
while it's tipping, it's got almost a foot on each side. That's the dirt's actually holding enough for being able to flip over.
Ah.
So the more people rock it, the wider the V gets, the more it starts rocking.
Yep.
So every once in a while, I got to flip it up, add a little bit of dirt, get it a little more steadier or whatever, and then it's good
Yeah.
for a couple more years.
Yep.
But yeah,
And it's a rocking boat.
Took a couple of tractor and where we went.
What's funny though? Okay, lots of people try and walk on it, and when it's wet, it's slippery. So you get people dropping on their arse all night long. It's hilarious.
Oh, cool. So I bet you that collage has a few pictures of the boat in it, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. I bet. That's where all the fun happens.
The type of atmosphere that it is, I drove in. I'd never been there. My first time. I'd never been there. I drove in and I just parked. Like I saw some cars and I'm like, well, obviously this is where you park. And it's the type of place where you park and you can set up your tent beside you, where your spot is your spot kind of thing, right?
Okay.
So I get out and I'm like, hey, this is kind of cool, and smell weed. So it's like, well, my people. And the first tent that was beside me, I heard them talking about the House of Haunt. I'm like, this is great. Somebody who knows us, they might have a clue what I do, where I go, who I talk to.
Oh, that's funny.
Right? Yeah. So I walk over. I'm like, hey, how's it going, guys? And I meet this gentleman and he starts talking. He's like, oh, yeah, hey, how's it going? It's good. I said, yeah, I'm from, Uxbridge. And I just drove 2 hours to get here. Great to be here. This is awesome. I just heard you were talking about the House of Haunt. And he's like, yep. And I said, well, I'm the drummer from the House of Haunt. He goes, oh, great. Hey, I'm Neil. This is my party. That was my first introduction to Neil. And then after I said that, I'm like, yeah, so I'm the new drummer. Nice to meet you. Hey, want a joint? Well, not like me to say no. So that was my introduction to Neil. Great guy. And
who is Neil?
Deb on the show all the time. Neil's partner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neil's married to Debbie. It's Neil and Debbie Lockwood. Yeah. Debbie and I would go to Belleville Farmers Market, and we had a stall there, and we did all kinds of baking and cakes and you name it, we could do it.
So they're the owners of the property?
No, Joe and I own the property, but we partnered with being on the market with Neil and Deb, right? And then we decided to do the music fest with them. Yeah.
Right.
So it's been Neil and Deb and Joe and I planning it every year up until this year, because, well, Debbie's been down with the sickness there. So,
oh no,
really? But she's
got the V.
Well, she's been approved for going through for her lung transplant. So,
nice.
Just doing the last hurdle waiting and all that. So it's coming along good for her. Every test she passes and moves on to the next round. So Joe and
that's awesome.
Didn't want to stress them out with the planning of the party, and rather them just come and enjoy themselves. And
very cool.
And they do.
Oh yeah.
You see it. I like to hang out with Neil when I'm there. It's nice and chill. It's great.
I have a question for you, Melanie.
Yes.
How do you get the first comment in on almost all of our shows lately?
I'm usually sitting waiting.
Do you actually like this show that much?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I won't I won't quip words about it. Yes, I do.
That's so funny because we were talking. You go, this Melanie person, man, she's the first every time. She's like our super fan. We got to get her on the show. And here you are. It's awesome.
Yes,
that's how
we just love them.
That's how we got Derek. Because it was just George, Ringo, and myself, and then this Derek dude, he came in, he answered all the trivia questions, like he was on every show, and it's like, holy crap, this guy actually likes our show.
I don't think these guys believe me that I could actually like figure these out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was cheating. I really do.
Yeah. Well, we even joked about that. Sometimes we said, yeah, he's got his phone out and he's Googling all this stuff right as we go, right? But yeah.
No, it's just like a treasure trove of music knowledge up there for him.
I try and eliminate things. It's like anything. Like some people can play Sudoku or whatever, right?
Right.
No, I can figure out stupid stuff about music, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stupid trivia. I love stupid trivia. Thanks to our awesome guest that we had one night, Alan Cross. Like,
yes,
I love trivia before him, and then after him, it just changed my life for music trivia.
Yeah.
So
we try a lot of different things, like politics really aren't our niche. We love to stay on top of all the music, talk about new bands, promote stuff.
Yeah.
George is a professional DJ, Derek's a drummer, Ringo's a singer in a band. I got nothing to do with bands, but I love music, and it's kind of been our thing right since the get-go when I first started making the show, right? Promote local bands, get their names out there, because we know how hard it is.
Well, in my time, it was vinyl, right? I was growing up as a kid. It was vinyl, and what I was like a nerd with labels, actual labels. And obviously it changed as things went along, as there was more and more indie labels sort of in the early 80s, late 70s. But even then, even right up to like basically late 80s, I had a thing about labels. You could ask me a chart hit or whatever hit, and I go, yeah, that was on the such and such a label. That was on the AFCO label. And I don't know what that was, but it just got me as a kid. That was one of those things that fascinated me. These different labels you used to get in the center of your record was just as good as like the sleeve it was in, and I used to do that, yeah. And I used to have a friend. We used to have this game because he used to like to test me, and we had like a book of music, and we had this game, and it was like, I'm thinking of a song from, and you could say, 1981. And that would be it. A bit like what we do with the backside here. And I had to ask questions. And he got sick of me because every time I'd go blah, 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 blah. I'd go, okay, here's it, band, solo, etc., etc. And I go, what label is it on? And I go, oh, Duran Duran. And I go, all right. Anyway, in the end, he went, that's it. I'm not telling the label, you've got to delete that question. It should drive him nuts because he'd go, I've got you on this one from 1962 was the one that did it. And it was this English guitarist, right? And everyone going, oh, that's a tough one. Like, what label is it on? You know what? I said, I'm so confident. You're not going to get it. It's on Top Rank. And I went, Burt Whedon. And he went, you bastard. So that was it. Yeah.
I'm not playing with you.
And I don't know where that came from.
So you guys have like a Facebook site that you have for this event coming up?
Yeah.
Yes. The Bannock Shack Field Bash on Facebook. It's a group page we have.
Okay.
When is it?
This year's bash is July 29th to August 1st.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the long weekend. It's the August long weekend every year.
August long weekend. Okay.
Yeah.
That's usually when my buddy and I go up to the truck races in Quebec.
as they were talking about with indie bands, say a band wanted to get in contact with you guys about playing or something, how would they go about doing that?
Oh, they can always message me on Facebook. I guess, or Deb. They can still message Deb. Like she still hears what all's going on and everything, and passes along any information. Kirsten, our daughter, you can always message her as well. She helps out.
So is this on all the Bannock Shack stuff on Facebook, or do they have their own pages? Like, how do people find you on Facebook?
It's on Bannock Shack. That's what they were saying.
Bannock
before.
Shack? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Bannock
Good.
Shack Field
Field
Bash.
Bash. Yeah.
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 Bannock
So
Shack
you-
Field Bash, and
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm on
Kristen also has
Facebook as well under Melanie Boone. But
Right.
yeah.
And you have a list of all the bands on your Facebook thing
Yes,
for
we
this
do.
year?
Yep.
See, and that I think is amazing right there, because you have a list of bands. People might have heard the bands or heard us talk about them on the air, but now they actually can go see them live. And
Yep.
I think that is just fantastic. You've created a venue for bands to go to and show their stuff, and for fans to come in and actually see them. That's wicked.
Hey, how much would you pay for a camping spot somewhere, right? It's going to be the price of a ticket to go and see 10 bands in a night. You know what I mean?
Wow, really?
Yeah, right. You get to camp. You can bring your own barbecue. There's toilets and wash stations. There's a mechanical bull.
Oh yeah, we got a mechanical bull. Oh my goodness, we
No.
forgot about the bull,
Yeah,
honey.
Yeah. There's a canteen there. So again,
Yeah.
you can get what kind of foods are you selling at the canteen this year?
Hamburgers, hot dogs, sausages. We do breakfast on Saturday and Sunday, which is usually bacon and scrambled eggs. Fruit cup, because we want to make sure everybody gets their fruit into them with partying so hard on the weekends. So we have we're gonna have ice cream sandwiches, popsicles, just like snack food type stuff. And, yeah, we're tinkering around with some new items. We'll have last year we added the pepperettes and that type stuff. So
Little snack.
Fabulous.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
Very, very cool.
the thing that people don't see, how long does it take to set up for the weekend? Like when do you start actually physically setting up, and how long
The
does it
day
take?
of.
There's been a lot of brush work to do. Joe's been doing a lot of tree trimming and making room for other stuff that hasn't been moved down to the field yet.
Right.
But it takes us pretty well all spring, and
Wow.
as soon as it's dry enough to get back there, we start assessing what needs to be done.
So it's a lot of work, right? A lot of work
Oh,
for
yeah.
those few days.
Yeah.
And what about cleanup? That must take even longer. What's that? How long does that take?
Actually, we've gotten it. It used to take a long time until we built up our staff and volunteers over the years. So now it doesn't take quite as long as it used to tear everything down. A lot of some tent frames stay up, but the rest come down that are pop-ups. But any tarps over top or anything like that all have to get put away, and tables and everything all get put away. And everyone's really good throughout the whole party that the garbage is always kept picked up.
Good.
There's like no bottles lying around.
That's really good. That's really good.
Everything. Everybody is really clean, and the field is well kept, even with how many people are here. Yeah.
So here you go. Yeah. We had Keisha mention, sounds like an amazing party. And Murph says, sorry, I missed it. I just dropped in. Repeat it. So tell everybody again what it is, when it is, and how they can see to get their tickets and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, well, right now, we're not doing online tickets, so it's just now it's at the gate.
At the door? Okay.
It's the Bannock Shack Field Bash. It's every Civic Long weekend. And It's $40 for a day pass and $100 for the weekend, and that's camping included, but it's
Wow.
optional.
Yeah.
We have 21 bands from Friday night to Sunday night.
hmm
The band merch tents. There's some other
Vendor
merch
tent.
there too, different types of merch. I have the raffle for the photo collage. We also do have a scavenger hunt. We put out, yeah, we put out. I hide this stuffed lobster, so if you find that where it's hidden in the field, you can win a prize. We have the mechanical bull, and other than that, it's just hanging out and camping and enjoying a bunch of
Wow.
bands.
There you go, Keisha. Tell all your friends, change your plans. Your August long weekend is now booked.
Yeah, you too, Murph. Butter tarts. You sell butter
Butter
tarts?
tarts?
Oh yeah.
You sell butter tarts?
Yes, we used to make butter tarts on the market. That's what
Yeah.
we were quite known for. Deb and I also entered into Ontario's butter tart competition up in
Really?
Midland. Yes.
In Midland?
And in
I've heard of
Midland,
that. The Midland Butter Tart Fest.
Well,
Yes.
you want it, so have I, because I live in Port McNichol, which is just outside of Midland.
yeah, we vended there in 2016, I believe it was. So we entered that, and our butter tarts were goodness, 13th, I do believe.
Wow.
Deb can correct me if I'm wrong, though.
Geez, you guys get around, eh?
Yeah. We've done a lot, Deb and I, and Neil and Joe and I, and all together, and we make a good team, us four.
It sounds like it. And for you to get 21 bands together for a long weekend, that is just fantastic. Like, that is an awesome venue right there. 21 bands.
It is. A lot of coordinating.
Yeah.
So, okay, Joe, just because I know what it's like working with a bunch of bands. Have you ever had any real prima donnas or drama queens?
I've seen a few.
You don't say any names. Just.
We've had one.
Unless, of course, you really want to, but
don't like.
Tell us the story.
You what?
He will not come back because he does not like porta potties.
Really?
When he sat on
Wow.
it, it felt like he was sitting on the pot. He did a show and he will not come back to our show. It's another one on everything, all right snap, and it's like you do realize we're an outside venue. Some things are possible, other things, well, if it ain't possible, guess what? He ain't getting it.
Mm-hmm.
But
wow,
we try to make.
I need my own toilet. You should have just dug him a hole.
I thought about that a few times.
Yeah. There you go, bud. You want me to get you a log?
Lots of boys wipe his butt with and everything.
wow. Is that where they're saying Papa Squat comes from?
Well, it's because you're squatting, dude.
Oh my God.
Okay. Now you guys got me onto poo talk. Okay, so I once worked at this place in Markham. I used to custom make stainless steel tubing. And so it worked 3 shifts. There was 3 shifts there. Anyways, if you went into some of the toilets, there would be footprints on the toilet seat, like the rim. And there would be crap all down the back.
I used to work in a place like that too.
Yeah.
You walk in the bathroom and you go, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, people are so disgusted by the toilet they don't want to touch it, so they stand on it and shit all over it and think they're doing better.
Yeah. Thanks for the next guy, you idiot.
I felt sorry for the janitor.
Hate to see what the bathrooms at home look like.
Oh yeah.
Well, okay. Well, let me tell you about one of the janitors. He wasn't really a janitor. He was more of a fix-it-all, right? Like he could fix equipment. He could fix mills. He could do
He's
like
the handyman, right?
Yeah. Anyways, So this guy may this everybody there partied anyways, but he may have drank a little bit.
No.
So some days he would come in and he'd be eating an onion. And if he was eating an onion, you knew not to ask him for anything.
Because his breath was putrid, right?
Oh, well, yeah, he ate the onion because he was drinking and he doesn't want you to smell it. So, right?
Yeah.
That was his way to get around it.
Yeah. Sound like a drunken onion.
Good old days. So there used to be this room in there, and it had this trichloroethylene stuff, and it was like you can clean like carburetors and stuff in it, and it was for curing stainless steel. Anyways,
Right.
and, so we used to go in there, and it has, because it's so toxic, it has vents that are just going all the time, right? Go in there,
Right.
and smoke joints and stuff, right?
Of
Not
course you
realizing
would.
that if you mix the two smells together, like the whatever, the smoke from the nicotine and this shit, it turns
Yeah.
it like into mustard gas pretty much,
Yeah.
because it was some type of chlorohydra. It was like a chlorine, right?
Yeah, you're lucky too that your lighter sparking up didn't ignite the fumes in the air.
Yeah.
Up.
Fumes, schmooms. We had a furnace right beside it. Literally, it was this room and then the furnace, because we would dunk the steel to make sure it was clean, had no contaminants, and then we would anneal it. Okay, so my story's making people drop off. Anyways,
let it go, bud.
Yeah, I know, eh? So yeah, I don't know what I was just about to say, because I fucking smoked a joint.
Yeah, Derek usually does that right before the show, and then sometimes his eyes are like, when you go, uh-oh.
What, no brownie tonight?
Well, I could go get one of those.
I couldn't believe that. I got some brownies from a guy I know, and Derek wanted one. And normally we just have like a little corner, you have a little piece. He ate the whole thing right on the show.
Oh, yeah,
right?
go for the gusto.
Smash.
Only
gone.
weed.
It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to give you some gummies.
Yeah?
Gotta try gummies. Gummies are always good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
make
gonna
good
tell you
gummies.
though. Okay, this is just because we don't have a million people here watching right this minute. I had some gummies from a guy. You have to watch when you have these gummies, okay? You do. Some gummies are not what you think they're gonna be.
Right?
Make sure before you take a gummy, you ask what is in that gummy.
Right.
Because even like when I was younger once, I had Pez. And I ate like 6 of these Pez, and I should not have had one. And yeah, so just all I'm saying is whenever anybody offers you anything or whatever, ask what's in it. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you just never know.
Well,
Some
I have a
people might
buddy.
say it's a gummy, you fucking
Yeah.
idiot. And other
I had
people
a
might
buddy,
say,
he
"Oh,
did
this
the
is a
same
power
thing.
Gummy. This one's a super gummy.
Yeah. My buddy never had gummies, so I brought him a bag full, right? And he goes, "Oh, these are the gummies." I go, "Yeah." So he gets his fingers in there and he grabs a couple and right. And he's like, "Oh shit, these are good." All right, oh my god, I love these. I said, "Whoa!" I said, "Freaking stop, man!" I said, "They're gummies. They're not candy." And he had a couple more, and he's like, "Oh yeah, okay." I said, "Put the freaking bag down." He had 7. Right? And it was maybe about an hour later, his eyes were like 2 little slits, and he was just looking up at the ceiling. I go, "There you go, buddy.
What'd you give
Good
me?
job. Good job." And his wife said he was still like that the next day. So, Derek, you're right. Make sure you know what you're taking before you take it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You just never know sometimes.
Yeah.
See, if Derek says, "Here, have a brownie," I would say, "Okay, I'm going to have a little piece of the brownie because I know what Derek can do." Well, that's not me.
Okay. I sometimes like I grow my own weed, and usually it's fairly powerful. It may not taste the best, but it gets you pretty high. I've greened out a couple people before. Like I have
Yeah.
one friend. We were sitting there. We were jamming, and her husband and I were jamming, right?
Yeah.
So we smoked this joint, and I'm not even thinking. I'm just like, "Do you want some?" No, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. I'm talking, and then pass back, and we're passing it just back and forth. She's like, I would pass it back and forth with anybody, type of thing, right? And
Yep.
then we get about halfway done, maybe a little more than half, and she's like, "Ah," I'm like, "How much do you smoke?" And she's like, I don't know, once or twice a year. And I'm like, you might want to settle down a little bit.
Yeah.
She's like, why? And I'm like, just trust me on this one. No, I'm
Yep.
fine, right? And I'm like, no,
Yep.
trust me. I've seen this happen more than once. And
Uh-huh.
10 minutes later, she's like, I have to get up now. I'm like, okay, Ron, you gotta go with her. Goes with her. She takes 4 steps. She's like, I don't know what happened, but I just couldn't see anymore, and I passed out.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah, it was funny. I liked
Hey,
it.
Melanie, I got to ask you,
Mhm.
where are you? The ceiling looks really bizarre behind you.
It's my house. That's my ceiling.
So what is it? I'm
It's
trying
very
to
open.
figure. So is it all
Oh,
like beams or something?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
It-
figure it out. It looks really cool.
that's the
Yeah.
Joyce.
Cathedral ceiling.
Oh, okay. Wow. Love it. Open concept.
Yep.
Oh my
that's
God,
what I
what's
want
this,
in my
Deborah?
jam room.
What's this Deborah say? Somebody decided to wipe shit all over the walls in our porta potties?
Oh,
That's
Oh
not
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
man. Why would you even do something like that?
One party. It wasn't Bannock Shack Bash. I'll say
Oh, okay.
that.
Okay. Good. I was gonna.
It was another one we did. But somebody. Well, we'd like to believe that they just got too drunk, but to
They were idiots.
smear it, to go smearing like they were
Uh-huh.
painting. I don't know, but anyway, it was not what we wanted to find.
No.
Our son James went above and beyond and went and cleaned it.
Wow.
And so yeah, needless to say, Deb put it out there that if that happened again, we'd lock the potties and they'd have to hope and pray they didn't sit on any poison ivy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, and see, I totally understand what you were saying earlier. You want to kind of cap the limit to keep it like a more of an intimate venue. Because I was at a party very similar to this many years ago, and there was just the people just kept coming in. It was on private property, so the police were not allowed in unless the owner
call.
said to go in, right?
Mhm.
And it got too big, too silly, too stupid. And you guys, I guess, have a fire pit, and you have a big fire going for everybody, type thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
we have a central fire pit for
Yeah.
town
So what
camping.
happened here was everyone was up to their own, so there was lots of fires going on. So now you have hundreds and hundreds of people trying to keep fires going. They're looking for firewood. Now, again, they're getting really stupid drunk, and they're burning stuff they shouldn't be burning, like picnic table, whatever they can get their hands on. They're burning it to have a fire. And there was this one area we stayed at. My buddy brought a huge speakers, like a stereo system, and he ran it out of his van. So he put the speakers up on the roof of the van. So we had tunes, and we had a nice fire going. And people would just run out and bring back sticks. They would find shit to burn, and then all of a sudden we hear boom, 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 and then the crowd opens up, right? And there's these people rolling an outhouse. Oh, like a wood, the whole outhouse. And they propped it and they put it on the fire, right?
Honestly, that's kind of
and-
cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
At
But
the
then you
time,
had the stupid drunk guy decided he was going to climb up on top of the outhouse while it was on top of the fire and dance on the roof because he was so drunk, and that's what he had to do at that time.
Yep.
So he's up there, and the tunes are blasting, and the flames are starting to go up the sides of the outhouse. So we're yelling at him to get off. I don't know if you couldn't hear us, whatever. We was jumping up and down, jumping up and down, and all of a sudden he goes through the roof of the outhouse. Now he's inside the outhouse.
Yeah.
The door was latched, so it wouldn't open when they rolled it, and it's on fire. So, yeah, it was not cool. But
it was an old
the people that were
outhouse, not a porta potty.
No, it was a wood outhouse.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right. So finally, the people did get the door open, and the smoke came out, and then this blue person came screaming out and flopped on the ground. He was blue, top to bottom. From
Holy
the porta
dude.
potty. From the porta potty. Well, the blue shit. Oh my God. So yeah, I get it. So if you're out there, we do not want you at this party. We want to have people that are going to come, enjoy music, have some drinks, have some laughs, and be part of the family, right? That's what you want, right?
It is.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why we run it as a private party, because we ask people to sign the waiver when they come in, and then if there was a problem, then we know who they are. If it was a serious problem, then we reserve the right to deny them entry again.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
Right on.
Or, hey, deny them entry. You need that information to get a hold of a loved one. Say somebody has like an asthma attack or something, or gets stung by a bee, right?
Yep.
You have that information at least to, hey, we can contact somebody. Besides that, you just know him as the guy who got stung by a bee.
Yeah.
We think it's great what you guys are doing. That's really awesome.
Oh, thank you. It's all for the love of the music, and yeah.
Love the music. You gotta love music.
Oh yeah.
Do either one of you play instruments or anything?
Joe does.
Joe does?
Yeah.
Is Joe in a band, or are you just like farting around playing guitar or something?
Sitting at the table farting around at night just to annoy the wife. Typical.
Yeah. Nice.
All the good. If it makes noise, I'll try and find it by it. But
Yeah.
Working on find all over the country.
Right.
Wow, that's awesome. Well,
all right,
you know
guys.
what? I hope to see you guys up there. I hope to see all my friends up there. Anybody that's interested and just got in the show, tell them once more where they can go on Facebook and check you guys out.
The Bannock Shack Field Bash, and it's a group page. It's on the Facebook.
And it's what weekend?
Civic Long Weekend.
So the August long weekend, there's be 21 bands there, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if you're in a good party, have a good time, check it out and go. Nice.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming on.
It was great having you guys on the show. Thank you very much.
Bye, Heiko.
See you later. Glad to promote you and meet you.
Oh, hey, Hike. It's just me and you.
Hey, just you and me.
Yeah, how's it going, man?
I don't know where George and Ringo ditched us, so whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Nice guys, eh? They didn't even say goodbye or anything.
Well, that's a cool thing. So, are you playing there this year?
Yes.
Your band?
We're playing their daughter that they mentioned earlier, Kristen. She also has a party there called the Howlers Bash, and it's a Halloween party.
And when is that one?
This one, this year. It's in September.
Oh, good.
To play. I can't remember the exact date. It's September. And
well, we'll promote that later on in our show. Later on in the summer. That sounds cool too.
It is, and it's the same idea, right? Except for come best costume. It's going to be a great time, I'm sure.
Yeah,
should be fun.
I love that kind of stuff. Excuse me. We used to do that years and years ago. We go to all these little venues. You hear bunch of bands getting together, playing in someone's backyard or in a campsite. It was awesome.
There we go.
Oh, is that
September
the
10th.
daughter there?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. September 10th. No, that's
Thanks, Kirsten. Thanks for being a fan. And hopefully we'll see you at the bash.
Yeah, for sure. You should come out this year though, Hike.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's honestly it's a good time. Pitch a tent. Yeah, I don't know. What I usually do is I've had an SUV up until now, right? Now I have a truck.
Right.
So I usually was sleeping in my SUV, right? I'd pack my stuff on one side and then I made a strip where I just slept and I had a pad and everything I put in the back and I just pass out and I wouldn't want to drive high, so pass out before you go home, man, and wake up. I usually wake up in the morning 6-7 o'clock, so I head on out then.
Well, you bring a sleeping bag and a pillow and you sleep right on the hood, your back on the windshield, and you just if you have a good night out, no rain, nice warm, stars up, that's where you sleep, right on the hood of the car.
Exactly. I don't trust the hood of my car because new cars kind of
is it newer? Yeah. They're made out of paper now, so they're tinfoil.
Derek loves to pitch a tent. I love to pitch a tent in my truck.
Yeah, nice. So what are you saying about what you do this week?
Yeah, how was your week? What'd you do?
Well, I had a fantastic weekend.
Yeah,
we left early Thursday morning, and we had a bunch of friends. John, who's on the show a lot, and a couple other friends of ours. We went to northern Quebec.
Okay.
Couple hours north of Ottawa.
Yeah. Yep.
And we stayed at a cottage up there. Oh my God. I'm telling you. Peaceful is not even the word. Tranquil, maybe?
Oh yeah?
Oh man, it was such a relief, and you could see everybody that went up, because a lot of people are having a hard time at work right now. They're getting overworked, a bit stressed, and it's hard, right?
Yep.
And you could see the faces change. You could hear the deep breaths. It didn't take long, and everybody was like in total relax mode.
Yep.
And having a bunch of couples up there, each couple took care of a breakfast, a dinner, so there wasn't even stress. No one had to stress about making food for everybody. We all took turns, went kayaking, fishing. Had campfires on the beach, because the cottage.
Do you have a kayak?
They have kayaks up there. We used kayaks.
No, I just didn't know if you had one or not. I
think I might get one, because
do it.
That was a lot of fun.
I'll go kayaking. I got to start doing it even more than I do it. I love kayaking. It is one of those things, as you just said, like when you're out there, you're by yourself, but you're not. You know what I mean? It's kind of like riding a bike. Like you can be with other people, but you're paddling yourself. If you don't want to chat, you just break off a little bit from the group, or slow down, or speed up, right? Or you stay and you chat. But it's it gets rid of all the pressures of life when you're out there. I like my son and I we do this thing. So where we are, Georgian, it opens up into Georgian Bay. So we're on what's called Severn Sound, and it opens into Georgian Bay. So the opening of Georgian Bay is in front of me. We kayak straight out, and you know how far you go by land points, right?
Yeah.
So I showed my son, like, we went out the farthest that he's ever gone. But when we were out there, I wasn't so stressed before I went, just with work and life in general, right? And I got out there, and I literally just, everything was gone. It was just me and my son and the water, and we had a great time. We talked, we smiled, we shot the shit. It was good. There was times where we just paddled and looked, right?
See, and it's funny you say that, because I used to canoe a lot, right?
Yep.
With people or even by myself, and I found that to be super peaceful. And I'd never kayaked before, So I went up and I kayaked, and there is a difference between
Huge.
canoeing and kayaking.
Huge.
And I never, I just did it, and it felt different. And I
Mhm.
thought about it after, like in the evening, we're sitting around by the campfire, having a couple of drinks, and I'm in my own little head here, and I'm going, why is it so different? And the one thing I found is you're a lot closer to the water. Your ass is actually under the surface of the water.
Yeah,
A canoe, you're higher up. You're about a foot or so above the water. You're higher up, and just that feeling, I think, makes it more tranquil, like you're a part of the water type stuff.
It does.
Other
Like,
people listening to us now and saying, "Ah, you guys are freaking idiots. Blah, blah, blah.
well,
You need a
I think a
power
lot of
boat."
people understand.
Mhm.
It's like I have three different types of kayaks.
Yeah,
I have like a fishing type of kayak, wide, big ruts in it,
yeah,
stable is all. It's great in creeks and stuff, right? Not that long, but
yeah,
pretty wide. Then I have just your typical Pelican ones
yeah.
that pretty much everybody has.
Well,
I
that's
have
what
one
I
of
got
those.
to use. Yeah, one of those.
Yep. And they're great.
Whoa.
They are total, like, if you want to transport stuff, they're just an easygoing kayak. And
Yeah.
then the one that I have is longer. It's like 13
Yep.
and a half feet, and it's thinner, right?
Yes.
So you have to get in it and slide into it. Like, you can't bend your knees to get in. You have to. I'm pretty tall, right? So
Yeah.
I have to slide in and get into it. It's a lot. It's a lot more tippy
Yes.
if you want it to be,
Uh-huh.
right? If you don't, you just stay straight. But
Well, there was one of those up there. It was really long compared to the other ones.
yeah,
It had like a curled up front, and
yeah.
it had a rudder at the back as well that you controlled from inside.
Okay, yeah,
But
sea kayak,
slicker than shit, man. It's just
yeah,
goes,
just
right?
goes. See, mine has a rudder at the back, but you can't control it. You just
Oh,
drop
okay.
it.
Yeah.
So, because the difference is with them is that the bottoms are round. They're
Yes.
not. There's no grooves in them, right? So they don't
Right.
cut through the water.
Yeah.
So you have your fin in the back so you go straight, so you can track straight.
Yeah.
And it's neat too because I had to learn how to do it, and you pull with you don't use your arms, you pull with your body, right?
Yeah.
You do pull with your arms a bit, but it's not, you use your
Yeah, there's
body.
there's a lot of this back and forth, like you're dipping into the water motion,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and you push opposite with your feet, right? Like you push, you lean into it,
Yeah.
and your boat actually kind of goes like this a bit.
Yeah.
But
you still go straight.
You're straight, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of neat.
What I liked about it, we were on the lake. I first had to get used to it. I was kind of weirded out at first, but then I got comfortable and we went across, and then we went up a river. And that was cool again because now I'm in a completely different area. The kayak was one of those standard ones you're talking about. So it's short, easy to turn, easy to turn around.
Yep.
And it's just great. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the kind of thing. And where we were, believe it or not, for 5 days, we had no TV, no internet, no phone signal, no phone calls, no text, nothing. We were completely isolated from electronics.
Yeah.
And that in itself, it was some of the people in our group, they had a hard time at the end of the first day because their phones aren't working.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, your phone has just turned into a camera. All you can do with your phone is take pictures.
And once
Everything
in a
else
while,
is
it'll ping
gone.
somewhere to track your location.
No, there was nothing. There was just a circle with a line through it. Zero.
Yeah. That's
and
awesome.
That in itself was a great experience. And I realized when you come home, you pick up the damn phone, you turn on the TV, you got all this electronic crap stimulating your brain. Where this weekend there was nothing. It was just you and nature and your friends, right?
Yep. And then you can come back Monday and watch the Heikadelic show.
Yeah, which most people are doing now.
Yes.
Thank God.
Ooh, you're welcome. Oh.
Yeah. What's that? He's just talking about a kayak train.
Yeah. Oh. Should we be talking about that with your dad on here or what? Wait.
Yeah. Well. Good night, fellas.
Well, good night,
Matthew, thanks for being on. I'm going to mention your name at the end of the show again, but that's for everybody else. Thanks for being a part of the show, buddy. Love it.
Yeah, so Keisha, back to the kayak tree. Yes, we are. I'm assuming that Keisha is into kayaking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
she does have one.
Yeah,
and
so
I believe I've never seen it.
Yeah,
but it's inflatable. It's an inflatable
yes,
kayak.
I know them. So, if you ever want to go kayaking with us, or kayaking on I want to start doing more kayaking on the little rivers around here. I did one not too long ago with the Lions Club, and we went from Zephyr. I don't know if you know where Zephyr is.
Absolutely.
Up into Eudora, but it goes to Pefferlaw. I didn't go to Pefferlaw.
So you went up the Pefferlaw Creek?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you start on.
I didn't know that went into Zephyr.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know where. It's not where you think it is.
Okay. But that's funny.
There's two creeks on the road, right? The one is the one that you would think it is, but it's not because it's the one farther east.
Okay.
If you know the area, do you know Zephyr Road?
Yep.
It's on.
I drive
Zephyr
that all
Road.
the time.
Okay, so it's on Zephyr Road. You go down the valley. I don't want to say the name of the road, but you go down the valley and there's a bridge there, and you can see like there's a driveway just before it.
That's the valley has the big hill on both sides.
Yes,
with the bridge down the bottom in the middle.
Yeah, if you look on the right side, that would be the north side. You'll see all like driving marks there, like from vehicles.
Well, isn't that something? Because I drive that road a lot, but those big hills we're talking about on both sides.
Yeah.
By the time I go over the bridge, I'm doing like $140, so I never see down. I didn't even know there's water down there.
Yep. Well, have
I'm just going too fast. Doing the Duke and Hazard through there, jumping the bridge.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, you know what? That sounds kind of cool. I think if we plan something like that for later on in the summer, it just might be really doable.
Well, look for a kayak. Maybe we should just plan a Heikadelic trick.
Yeah, trip.
So
invite some of our listeners over. Maybe I could use your little cheap one that you have because I don't have one.
I've only got one here.
They're off the cottage. Okay.
Yeah. I've just got the fishing one up here, right? So wide.
Yeah.
It's like you're sitting in a lawn chair.
You know what? Friends of ours, they're a couple of ladies. They go out fishing in their kayaks.
Yeah.
And their kayaks have pedals inside them.
Yeah.
So you can pedal them to make them go. So while you're fishing, you can move.
You can move. You control.
That's so cool.
You can also get ones that have a little electric motors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Use a car battery or a marine battery, right?
Yeah.
And we're talking like 10 fishing rods that can hold a cooler. Your friend's house.
Nice.
Whatever.
Well, I like the idea that Keisha has an inflatable kayak. So you can jam this thing in your trunk and go somewhere.
But the only thing you'd have to watch out for is sharp rocks. You never know, roots, stuff that's cut in the water. I'm assuming hooks. I don't know how durable they are.
I don't know.
Right? I don't how durable are they, Keisha? I'm not sure.
No.
Oh, Ryan's leaving too. Good night, everyone.
Wow, Ryan. Good night.
Good night, Ryan.
What's wrong with you guys? Everyone's so got to go to bed early.
Still like 3 minutes left in the show. That's usually the best 3 minutes, and then we have our after show talk. I mean,
I know we're usually up till who knows when.
Yeah, well, I try. Okay, so what really does happen, so people know, we do have an after show talk, and when I try and get out as soon as I can, usually.
Well, you got to get up early, right?
Yeah, kind of sucks, but it's good because I have a job and it pays the bills.
And thank God.
Thanks.
At least you're one of those people that still wants to work, because there's a lot of people out there, I understand, that just don't care. They don't want to work.
They don't want to.
They just want to sit at home.
Yep.
Wow.
They do. Sit around, do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I got to wait another
They're going to get very, very far in life. I'll tell you
I
that
have
right
another
now.
17 years to wait before I can do that.
Yep. I know what you're saying. But
yeah.
wow.
Actually,
Oh, here we
it's
go.
very durable, which makes it very heavy to carry without air in it. And the fin on the bottom too. Okay. Paddle collapses. It's perfect for me since I don't have a garage. Well, yeah.
Uh-huh.
They are awesome. I agree. I think anything that you can throw in a car or SUV or something that is small and portable that you can travel on water legitimately is awesome.
Yeah. I think I'm going to stick with my canoe. Will you guys get your kayaks in? I'll bring my canoe, and I'll go with you.
Something? My friend, the guy that I jam with, Mark. He's a canoe guy, and he's every year does this Lions canoe, right? And we do this paddle, and he looked this year, and he was the only canoe. Everybody else is kayaking, and he's like,
really?
There has to be a reason why. So he bought a kayak. He used it like the other week, and he's like, I understand now.
Yeah.
I was the same way. I got into canoeing a bit, right? And I was like, this really kind of sucks. So then I got in a kayak, and I was like, oh my God, this makes canoeing fun. This makes being on the water, like in a personal watercraft, fun, right?
Yeah.
Or sorry, not a personal watercraft. Personal.
Most of them are
personal powered or human powered watercraft.
Yeah.
Right.
So a lot of them are personal to only take one seat, one person. So yeah, personal watercraft.
Yeah. Well,
the one cool thing
people think of Sea-Doos.
Yeah. My canoe, it's a 16-foot freight canoe, so it's wide.
Yeah.
Take a lot of weight.
Yep.
So years ago, we were camping, and you had to drive in a long way down the back roads, and we were staying. It was about a 600-foot walk from where you could park the cars down to the shoreline where we would camp.
Yeah.
So, and we got there late at night. So now you have to schlep your tents, your coolers, all your crap 600 feet down through the bush, go get the next load, come back down.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I'm going to take the canoe off the car, put it in the water, and I unloaded 2 entire cars worth of crap from everybody, all their coolers, the tents, the bags, the luggage. I had all of it in my canoe, like just heap full of shit, right?
Yeah.
And I sat at the back with my couple of beers, and I said, I'll meet you at the cottage, right? So everybody drove, and then while I was out on the lake by myself, it was so peaceful. And because of all the weight, I just paddle a couple of times, and then I could stop, and it would just keep going because of the weight.
Yep.
And I watched all the headlights going through the forest and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I met everybody there, and it was just fantastic. Yeah. So I like that.
Well, Hike, we're gonna put you on the big screen.
No.
Yeah,
Why?
and
I'm scared. I'm scared now. Look into my eyes. I'm terrified.
So it's 11 o'clock, and you're gonna take over for a minute.
I am. Well, whoa. I want to thank our guests, man. They were awesome. Melanie and Joe. They got a great thing going there. You guys look them up online. August long weekend. 21 bands in 3 days. $40 a day, $100 for the entire weekend. You can't even get a campsite for that. Never mind all the bands, all the entertainment. So I think that's pretty cool. I want to thank all the people that were a part of the show tonight, which is Sandra, Deborah, Ryan, James, Matthew, Susan, Keisha, Jack, Mike, Richard, Murph, Bradley, Melanie, Joe, and Kirsten. You guys rock. You guys actually like the show, right? I don't know why, but thank you very much. Thank you, Derek, for sticking it out with me. I don't know what happened to our other 2 pals, but I guess they either had to go to the bathroom or go to bed. So be it. You guys look out for George's show online, the Atomic Ballroom. He's on tomorrow night, I believe at, was it 9:30 something? When's he on? Anyways, look it up. He's on Twitch, the Atomic Ballroom. Check it out. The guy is incredible. And hopefully next time we'll get Ringo to bring us his voice of an angel, do a tune or two for us. But I guess he's in bed now too. So anyway, thanks again, everybody. We'll see you guys next Monday night at 9:30
Hey.
right here.
Hi, just before
What?
we go.
Oh,
Because
I
had it
can't
on
go
mute,
yet.
I was sitting there talking the whole
I know
time.
you're talking and there was nothing coming out of your mouth.
You heard a word I said. Good. I might have said something stupid. But this weekend, just because I got to throw it out there, if you do want to catch the House of Haunt, they are playing at the Cat's Q in Toronto. That
Cat's
would be
Q.
on-
Whereabouts that? I've never
that's
been
in
that one.
Toronto. Yeah, it's in Toronto.
Like downtown?
Yeah, that area.
Huh.
I'm not sure exactly where, but it's in Toronto.
You'll figure it out because you got to play there.
Yep. And it's called the Cat's Q. And
Wow.
yeah, it's in Toronto. And that's
Next-
Saturday.
Next Saturday night.
July
Awesome.
9th. Yeah.
So if you guys want to see what Derek and his haircut are all about, the House of Haunt next Saturday night at where?
At the Cat's Q
The Cat's
in Toronto.
Q.
Because I have no idea what the address is.
Even the Cat's Q. I'm kind of figuring that out. I don't want to say anymore because I might make it a bad thing. So
No, well, what do you mean? Okay, wait a second. Now you got
a
me.
cat's-
Oh, wait,
a cat's-
okay.
Q. Come on.
Oh man, now I'm gonna have to ask you offline.
Yeah, I think you better. I don't want to spoil it. The venue is going to go, what the hell's he talking about?
Oh, see now you got me.
See, and I just got a book too from Quebec. They gave me a book to read, and it's for cat haters.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the number one book for cat haters. So I started going through it. It's pretty freaking funny.
So, anyways, actually, I just looked at this. So we're playing with the Cat's Q on Saturday with Bloody Blue Darlings and oh hey Joe.
Hey Joe, how'd you get? Wow, what happened?
Ringo, what did you do?
That's so cool.
Oh, hey,
Oh, there's Ringo.
Oh, okay, Ringo's back. That's what happened.
Wow, the show's over and it's coming back to life, just like magic.
So yeah, it's with
Yeah,
Bloody
for sure.
Blue Darlings and the Matadors. So the Matadors, some people, if you've been around for a while, have probably heard of them. Because they've been Psychobilly forever.
Really?
Yeah.
Psychobilly.
That should be a good time there at
So that's
I still
yeah,
can't find the address for it. But it's in Toronto.
Well, I hope you make it there, buddy. Otherwise, it'll be disappointing for the fans.
Yeah, well, you never know. They might want to oh, here it is. Okay, so it's on 817 Queen Street West.
Oh, right down there. Nice.
Yeah. It's right down there.
So you people, you could take public transit so you don't go home wasted.
That's right.
Perfect. It's awesome.
Yeah. Ask your friendly drummer. He might even drop you off.
So Ringo or Joe, do you guys want to put any last plugs out here before we tune out for the night?
Yeah, before we hit end broadcast.
Which we almost did once already.
The lines.
All right.
It's rare I get a chance to watch you guys live, so that's why I'm still in the green room.
Hey Joe, stick around. Stick around.
Stay there.
On the banners. We'll talk.
We'll talk after the show. Just stay there.
Just stay once you get kicked off. Just stay.
Okay.
There you go.
It works.
All right, Ringo.
Yeah.
Any last words, buddy?
I'll hit the button. I got it all queued up.
Okay. Just giving it to Ringo here for a second.
Ringo has.
Well, Murph sent me a text today, and he said, I guess this weekend there was some massive hot dog eating contest.
What?
So we'll get him to talk about that the next time he's on.
All right.
He's got a fetish when it comes to hot dogs. I mean,
Is
they
he the
go
one
in
who
the right,
started the whole hot dog conversation last time?
yeah, they go in the right way, but yeah, he likes watching the the contest where they stuff.
I got to talk to Murph then because I got a place where I get hot dogs.
Okay.
They're 1 inch in diameter, 12 inches long, and you get a case. And I have one in the freezer right now. I have to pull it out and I'll open it and show them. Oh my God. And they taste like the original hot dogs.
Before you get the 12-incher, do you get dinner first or?
Well, on that note, all right, gentlemen. We'll see you all
the
next
only
week.
other thing I wanted to say is that George drop off or we lost him?
Yeah, I don't know where he went. He disappeared, and I thought he might have been in the green room.
Put his foot down.
That's it.
Okay. Well, yeah. So we're both anticipating, obviously, August 14th. So
that's coming up.
Start asking questions, right?
I talked about it in Quebec around the campfire at night, and it's funny. A lot of people have not heard about anything.
Yeah.
We have because we've had special guests on and we've dug into it a little bit. But most people go, what are you talking about?
If you want to be in the know, you got to be on the Heikadelic show.
Wow, buddy, that rhymed.
Look out, George. I'm coming with them lines.
So,
all right, guys, I'm going to put
there is something that around that that I was looking at. So there was a hole in the ground that's been sealed up in Russia, northwest.
Okay.
Yeah, the deepest hole in this world.
Is that an old porta potty or what?
It's actually
7 meters or 7 miles down or something.
Yeah, it was actually bored. It's 40,000 feet deep.
Mm-hmm.
And he found some odd fossils in there, and now they're actually sealing it up. So maybe that has something to do with what might be happening on the 14th.
Maybe they found the center of the earth and it is hollow, and there are lizard people living in it.
And they brought them up.
Could be.
Yeah.
Lots of questions.
That's where Elvis is.
So, folks, if you're interested in what's in the center of the earth and what's going to happen August 14th, stay tuned because we'll see you all back here next Monday night at 9:30 on the Heikadelic Show. Have a great week, everybody. Cheers.
Well, that's another wrap for the Heikadelic Show, folks, so time to get dirty. And don't forget, listen in next week on Monday night and every Monday after that for the Heikadelic Show at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like more information on the Heikadelic Show, please find us at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. We'll see you all next week on the Heikadelic Show. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor for the Heikadelic Show, it's easy. Just send us an email at info@theheikedelicshow.com. Meanwhile, you can browse our website at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. Click on our sponsor tab and find out more information on sponsorships. Thanks for joining Heikadelic Show fans.
Hey there. I saw the most disgusting thing on the internet the other day. It was one of those reels, and they were taking wieners and looking at them under the microscope. Raw wieners. Oh my goodness. I didn't know there were that many creepy crawlies on a raw wiener. So make sure your wiener's cooked really well or boiled. Don't eat it raw. This is sort of a Heikadelic announcement to keep you safe. Anyway, enjoy the show.